Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
As promised, we are back here Saturday night to join you guys again. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are still having a great weekend. Whatever you're choosing to do, I'm sure you had an awesome time, and still plenty of weekend left. We're not done quite yet, but we are a little bit further along than we have been. But either way, you guys know that means more entertainment from your favorite dynamic duo. I am Sam Crow, and we have Big Hoss here. How are you, Big Hoss?
I'm pretty good.
Ready to rock tonight?
Yeah, where's Mr. J?
I'm hoping he'll join us. I sent him the Zoom link, so
Okay.
He said if he's free, he will jump in, maybe a little later. So there's a surprise for you guys. We might have our good friend, producer, and our mentor, Mr. J, joining us tonight. Not sure. He wasn't sure what his schedule looked like, but we sent him the link to our meeting, and he said if he's free, he may jump in. So maybe we'll see him a little bit later, but we're back, ready for action. Let's get our fire going here. And then, yes, it's all good. I may have forgotten to mention the Big Hoss. We're starting a little later. There we go. I
looked back and you didn't send me the message saying that. I was like...
You know what? I messaged that to somebody. I had a couple yesterday. I'm not sure who. Maybe it was somebody else. And you may have missed it. That's fine. So I should have messaged. I
don't see a message saying that. What the fuck?
I think that was last night, but again, you may have missed it too, so that's okay. I'm still single parenting it tonight, but that'll change after tonight anyway. So just had to make sure he was set and in bed, and so I figured it'd be a few extra minutes, but I will shower later, no big deal. So yeah, that's why. But we're here.
Does Sam Pro stink?
Not really, but I usually try to get a shower in before we go to church the next day, which is tomorrow, so I just like to be fresh for that. So, you know. It's kind of one of those things. Plus, I enjoy it. It's good for that. And it helps me with getting rid of my cold, which I'm actually doing much better. So if anybody asking, thank you very much. But either way, we're here. We're ready to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun tonight. And we're in the Christmas season. We are about 2 weeks away from Christmas. Hard to believe. I don't know. The time just flies by. I don't get it. You have your tree up yet? We got ours up. It's decorated. Only thing I don't have out.
I got 2 trees up.
Nice. We got to get the icicle lights hung. I got to do that this week, and we got to get the outdoor decorations finished. That's pretty much it. And I got to finish Christmas shopping, which I do. Well, it's not really for Christmas, but we owe Big Hoss a birthday gift. I'm going to be working on that tonight, so that'll come. But I have to finish some Christmas shopping too. It's just all this craziness. I do want to say before we do a couple quick announcements, and I'm really excited to tell Big Hoss this because I've been dreaming about this since the birthday bash. So, I've ordered myself some dinner tonight. And I want to see if Big Hoss remembers this conversation from your birthday party. I'll give you a hint, if you don't know already what it is, as soon as he's not choking to death here. Which seems to be a common theme. That's Big Hoss's trademark here. What do you think I'm having for dinner tonight?
Pizza.
Now, something specific Big Hoss mentioned that I had to try. What do you think I did for my pizza, though, tonight?
Alfredo and the Works pizza?
It's not a Works pizza. I had to pick toppings, which I did. But Alfredo sauce I picked because I've been drooling about that since you've been eating it when we did your birthday bash. So
you gotta do the Works pizza or it's not the same.
See, Domino's doesn't have that. But what I did was I tried to find...
You don't have a Papa John's down there?
The closest one probably is about 40 minutes away, and I don't know if they would deliver out this far. That's the thing. So
probably not, no.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, if I had one down the street, I probably would. But I did pick toppings that I thought would be Alfredo-friendly. Chicken being one of them, because chicken Alfredo is always a thing. So,
yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm going to see... I just felt like... I literally... You guys know, if you listen to the show for the Birthday Bash episode... I was sitting here watching Big Hoss chow down, and I was drooling by that. And he kept telling me how good the Alfredo sauce is. And I'm like, you motherfucker. You got to tell me this now while you're eating in front of me. So, tonight's the night.
I thought we were having pizza together. I didn't know.
No, well, you know what? We cooked, and we'll have to... Well, you know what we'll do is when we... Maybe for the camping trip, we'll get a pizza one night. We'll have pizza there. You know what? We'll do that. We'll pick a night. We'll get an out the works pizza with Alfredo sauce. Then I can eat it with you. We'll do that. So that'll be fun. But I'm excited to try it. I think it's going to be neat. And since I'm eating solo tonight, I figure, why the hell not? I don't feel like cooking, and I have stuff I could make. But it's a Saturday night. Friday night, Saturday night's always like a pizza night for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. And so, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be incredible, and I cannot wait. But, so yeah, there's that. So as far as announcements goes, we'll keep it short and sweet because I want to get right to it. We know Big Hoss had to duck out. You had a surprise guest last night, which was fine. I was planning. It actually worked out because I ended a little earlier because, and this is where my first announcement is, in case you guys missed it. And I know Big Hoss, I sent it to Mr. J. Big Hoss has to check it out too. But if you guys want to see it, we did post it to our official YouTube channel. My appearance on the Pod Z Squad, I want to say Z Squad, the Pod Z Quad video podcast with our good friend Deanie, who we are going to go on the audio version coming up in January. Big Hoss is going to come on. But I want to see if you watch it, see what you think, because it pretty much is basically the same show every week. And I've been invited to come back, and I'm sure they'd be glad to have you if you feel comfortable. So that's going to be up to you. So that's why I was saying earlier, just kind of watch a little bit to see what happens, and then you can determine what you think, if you feel comfortable. I'm sure, because Deanie said anybody who's a part of the show is welcome to come. So if you ever want to try it too. But if you just want to do the audio, that's fine. But it was an awesome time. So if you guys want to see that, it is officially up on our YouTube channel. It was uploaded. I spent some time making sure it uploaded. It's a large video. We got it out. It's got a lot of likes already, views already, and it's getting some traction there. So check it out at the official studio website. That's coming next year, probably, most likely at this point. The official studio YouTube channel, you can catch that there. Had an awesome time and been invited to be back as a regular. And we'll see if Big Hoss feels comfortable. We can have him on there as well. But it was a lot of fun. Deanie's an awesome guy. I can't wait to have Hoss talk to him. I think you're going to like him. He's almost like Mr. J in some manner. He's actually been running our commercial that we have. Our numbers have been spiking, so we're really grateful for that. And thank you guys, especially if you're new here. We love having you. Welcome. For those who have been here since the beginning, we love you all. We appreciate you so much. We're glad you're sticking it around. We have our Christmas special coming up December 23rd, I think is what I said it was. Let me just make sure. I think that's the Saturday night. Probably do like a 2-hour special. It is. December 23rd, that'll be our Christmas special edition episode, which will include
problem.
Oh boy, here we go. What do you got?
I might be at my mom's.
On Saturday night?
I might be staying the weekend there.
Oh, okay. Well, if it is, we can work something out. Let me know when we get. We're like about 2 weeks out yet. So
is on Monday that
Monday,
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. If you're back, like if it's Friday, even if you think we could always do Friday night too, depending on when you go. So just keep me posted when you get details. When we get closer, let me know. We'll plan for that. But that weekend, will be our Christmas special. We want to give away. We have that autograph photo of Miranda that we want to share, but we need you guys to continue to recirculate the photo. It's been out there on social media, so if you're not following us there, you're missing a lot. And then, again, if you missed the episode last night, check it out. It was a shorter one. You guys are missing out on all the action. You don't want to miss any of these episodes, and you can go back anytime, but it's always more fun when we're live because you never know what kind of shit's going to go on here. And we don't know half the time sometimes. But yeah, so we'll plan for that. That'll be our holiday episode. And then the weekend after that, we will have our New Year's special. We're going to ring in the New Year with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're also going to do we go back to our nostalgic phase. We're going to reflect on this year. It's been a pretty big year for us, I got to say. I'm excited to see where 2024 goes because we always want to raise that bar a little higher each time. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be incredible. And we'll go over some favorites. Maybe we'll play some clips of the year. I think we should do that. We always do that every new, end of the season for kind of the end of the year special. So mark your calendars for that. I don't know if we'll do that. Probably going to be probably Friday or the 29th or Saturday the 30th because New Year's Eve is on Sunday. Everybody has plans, so we probably won't. It'll be out. The episode will be available, but we won't be live that night. So same idea. Mark your calendar. It's going to be this is the time of year. It's super busy. Christmas and New Year's back to back. It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be awesome. I still remember, and I know Hoss remembers this, we had that last year in the beginning of fall. We had that whole weekend. I think we turned out 5 shows that weekend. It was crazy. We are still working on scheduling. We're going to get some new episodes coming out for the other podcast show once we get our schedules lined up. It's just crazy now with the holidays and stuff too. So once things do settle down, we're going to work on that. New episodes, we have Chilling with Sam Crow, Colorado Music and Live Streaming with Big Hoss. Of course, the Game Corner, we're going to work through that again. We have the sports show going up. The Law and Justice show I'm going to be working on for the new year. Probably going to start new episodes there, get on a regular schedule for that. So, and then wherever you want to come in on, you can come on and let me know what you want to do. Those will be available. So stay tuned for that. Plenty of content. We may end up spending some time just recording them. They may not always be live, but we'll have episodes up for you guys checking it out. Numbers are really trending. Let's actually take a look at that because I didn't do that today. I'm curious to see how many downloads I think we were at. So let's play this fun game. It's going to be higher, obviously. I think we were at 1,066 downloads. Do you think it jumped up a lot more, or do you think it was just a little bit? I'll let Hoss go first with that. What do you think?
I think it jumped up a little bit more.
Okay. I'm going to say, I don't know, it's hard to say. People seem to love the holiday season, so where are we at tonight so far? We're climbing already. Let's see. It did. It did. It's at 1,083 total downloads, which is awesome. Thank you, guys. Look at these numbers. These are stagnant. We're getting a lot of plugins on some other, on Spreaker and other playlists. We have a lot of that stuff. So thank you guys so much for that. We appreciate that. Let's see. What is the top? Is this the top download so far? Oh, looks like our Thanksgiving episode was the top download so far. I will say this, though. What is that? Oh, I got it. Okay. I almost said it on the airway. Nope, I got it.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was your other thing. Okay, never mind. Thought it was, your... So...
No.
I didn't want to say that on the airway, so that's fine. Nice. What was I going to say? No, I brain farted. On YouTube, I didn't share this with Big Hoss, but... I'm thinking probably for this coming year, we may take Dini up on an offer to advertise our show for the whole year, because the episode we did, the first weekend of December that we did, we were at 55 views for that video on YouTube to listen to, and what's remarkable about that is usually it takes about a week or two for those numbers to come in. Those numbers skyrocketed in less than 12 hours. If you can believe it. Like we were at like 30 views and like I posted that video like it was an hour out and we already had like 20 people. So thank you very much if you're one of those. We appreciate that. That is astronomically huge. And the numbers have been trending since Dini has been running our commercial. So we thank you guys for that. I'm excited to see when we get the website going. I'm still trying to work on a schedule to talk to the developer. That's in the works. We have one new upgrade coming up in January. We're going to be updating our link tree there. We're going to add some new features there to that, so stay tuned for that. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, I think that's it for announcements. Let's jump in here. Let's talk the holiday season. We did some of this last night. I gave you guys some tidbits, some ideas. Hopefully that helped you. If you guys have any for us, please feel free to share because the more the merrier. All the help we can get, the better. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's a season of just flying, and I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be New Year's before we know it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Do you feel that way? Does it seem like the holidays go faster this year for you? Now, Hoss is getting older. That's why I'm teasing him. Okay. Do you think it's because we're getting older now? Do you think that's a big reason?
It could be.
I mean, if you go back to when you're a kid, I can do this. I always had plenty of time, like Christmas is coming, but it's not coming too fast, and blah, 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 blah. It's just now to the point where I'm almost like, it flies. Like, even today. Today's just a regular the weekend, but the day just flew by so friggin' fast. Like, I can tell Hoss this, too. I'm going to have to do this one day. I plan to sit down and do some work on the PS4. I got to update a lot of shit. I got to download a few more games I have, all this stuff. Did not get time to do that today at all. And the reason being is, of course, I'm keeping an eye on our little guy. What's that?
Did you get Diablo 4?
I'm thinking about it, actually. I saw it out there. I actually just updated, got some new games on Steam, though.
Mama wanted for Christmas.
You think you'll get for a PS4?
Yeah.
That might be attainable. You think you'll get it? I think that's a good chance.
And she called me one day and she goes, "Do you have a PS4?"
There it is.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting
yeah,
it.
buddy. There you go. Well, there's a bright side because you know the PS5 was out the door, at least for right now. So
I'm not getting the PS5 just yet.
That's what I'm saying. You knew that wasn't going to happen for Christmas this year, but
I knew it wasn't going to happen for my birthday too.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now, you did this. I remember, last year before you did that with your TV and your recliner. You could always bundle your gift for next year and say, for Christmas and my birthday, bitch, I want a PS5. Or maybe PS6 at that point. I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to keep up anymore. I mean, that's the thing with technology. And a lot of you guys, I know you're a tech lover. I love some techie stuff too. But every time you get what at a certain junction is the latest and greatest, every single time, it's always 2 months after that, there's something new that comes out. And I don't know if I know it's marketing and I get all that stuff, but it's kind of dumb because by the time you really enjoy it, it feels like it's outdated. It's kind of like computers. This was the thing with computers back in the day. And I'm talking like years ago, before we got really into the techie age we're at. But usually got a new like my family had a computer. We replaced it, I think, twice. But it really held out very well. Like you could run your computer a good 5, 6, 7 years, no problems. Now usually on average computers go about 2 years, and that's about it. Like phones do, right? Because you have what phone do you have? What's your smartphone? What version do you have? Do you remember? You have an
Galaxy 13, A13, I believe.
So you have a Samsung like I do. So it's okay. Yeah, that's an old one because now I think it's at 24. I want to say, mine's the 22, which I got last year, but I feel like the 24 is coming out. But you see the point. Like it just. Well, here's what's funny. When I went and got my the Galaxy, my very first Galaxy, actually, in fact, it was the Galaxy S5, and I got the S5 Plus, I think, at that time, something like that. But anyway, when I went to the store to purchase it, the salesperson said to me, "We still have the S4, or you can have the S5." And I said, "Well, obviously the difference is it's a newer model. Is there any price difference?" And they said, "No, the price is exactly the same." So what would you do? I went with the newer model. Why not? If you're paying the same price, why would you go with the outdated version, right? But the thing that really sucks now, and a lot of you guys probably run into this, is, I want to see if Big Hoss knows this answer. What is the one biggest problem with new phones nowadays?
If you get them wet, they're ruined.
Well, there is that. I'm thinking of something else specific. What's the first step when you have to get the phone? What do you have to do?
Pay for it.
Cha-ching, and they are so freaking what?
Expensive.
There it is. I mean, literally, back when I got a phone, when I got my one phone, I paid maybe $200 for it, which was still pretty high at that time. The average phone now is about $1,500, like $1,500. And we're saying this because I'm giving you ideas like Christmas shopping. And they say this every year. Do you imagine how much Christmas is the hardest time of the year because people are going to spend a shit ton of money. And you're going to be broke. I've heard people say, by the time I've done my Christmas shopping, we're like 3 months in the hole because you have to buy for... That's the thing I hate about family getting bigger is you got to buy gifts for so many people. It's like, oh my God. Can I just give cash or gift cards?
You just do a white elephant.
Well, see, we do that too, but what we do though now is, because there's so many of us, we usually only do a couple gifts per person. Like we don't go hog wild. And especially because a lot of us are older now. Now, my niece and nephew are young, so they're kids, and our son is younger too. So, like, the kids, the grandkids and great-grandkids, that's different. But my parents are like, you're just getting cash this year, or clothes, or a gift card. Because you're older now, and we don't know what to buy you. You know what kind of shit you want, you'll buy it yourself anyway. So, which is true. I haven't coughed really all day, and here I am. But anyway, so there is that. Now, I've been asked a lot this year, and this is one of the few years I actually say, I don't know what the hell I want for Christmas. I really didn't have time to think about it, in all honesty. You probably had your list done, like, early this year, right? Like, you had a thought about what you want for Christmas? Is that fair to say? Or at least by the end of the summer, right? You start thinking about it, right?
By October, at least.
Okay, that makes more, yeah. Plus, you're in a unique situation because your birthday is so getting closer to Christmas. Like, you have two things to, like, worry about there.
Yeah. Sometimes if I get something expensive for my birthday, I don't get much for Christmas.
But here's the question, though. Now, here's this. I want you to answer this for people that maybe are thinking about doing this, or kids. Do you feel it's worth it, though, in some cases, to do that?
If it's what you really want, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have no other way of getting it,
Yeah.
yes.
No, for sure. Because, I mean, really, you maxed out when you got your TV and your recliner that year. Like, that really was, like, you kind
That
of...
was pretty much all I got.
But that was, you really needed both and wanted both, and that's, it worked out. So that was a beneficial year because you had what you needed there. So, but I'm thinking that, too, because a lot of times nowadays, especially we know the cost of living is so high, too, that... And, think about this. If you have a family of, let's just say hypothetically, you got mom and dad that have, let's just say an average of 5 kids, okay? Can you imagine how much you're going to spend if you had, let's say you got married. We'll play this fun game because I know Big Hoss isn't, but let's just play this little game. Let's say, Big Hoss, you got married, okay? Now, you already have your wife you have to buy gifts for, number one. Not to mention your own family. Let's say you end up with 4 or 5 kids. Can you imagine what you're going to be spending for that for Christmas? Just on presents?
God. I don't even want to think about it.
Now, here's the other thing. Let's say, for argument's sake, of those 5 kids, each child gets an average of at least 2 presents. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 10 presents at least right there, if you average that. That's just for children. Not your wife, who you have to get at least 5 presents for. And not your mom, not your grandma, not your brother. Like, that's just the immediate family. Like, that's your case. Now, you're fortunate because you don't have any of that. But... Look at me in my case.
Well, this year I have 2 people to buy for.
Yeah, who are you buying for?
My mom
and
her roommate.
Oh, that's well. Here's the bright spot. You don't have to get him anything super expensive because technically, if he's just a roommate, he's not like a boyfriend or
Used to be.
But they're not. But that's not the case now.
Plus, he's been the main role model of my life, anyways.
All right. Well, okay. I was gonna say that's a fair point. If you feel that there's a good relationship or rapport there, then that's different. But I gotta say, and then with the addition of that, and what you spend on now, we mentioned this. Son of a bitch. We mentioned this at the start of our seasonal specials here. Whenever you hang your decorations or your lights or whatever, there always comes a point that you need to upgrade your lights or update them or they don't work. Okay? So so let's just say every other year you average, at least put a budget aside, you're going to have to spend money on new Christmas or ornaments or lights or accessories, Christmas accessories. So then there's that. Now, the only thing that really pays for itself, and I'm sure a lot of people do this, we do this, and Big Hoss does this because you use it every year. You buy yourself an artificial tree, okay? Now, there is something to be said about a real tree. I have said it before many times. I loved having a real tree growing up. Now that I'm grown up and have to do it myself, I prefer not to have to cut the damn thing down, okay? So, and plus, it's a lot more work, and, if we ever have more kids, I would do it if we really wanted to, but he doesn't care. So, we just have the artificial tree. That's enough work just dragging it out of the closet from the basement, okay? And that thing weighs a ton. And I got to drag it up the stairs, the basement steps, okay? So, but it's the gift that keeps on giving and I remember we talked about this. She got it on Black Friday. I think it was a $500 tree. And she went out at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, see, I'm staying in bed. It's nice and toasty, warm, good later. But ended up getting it for I think $150. It was marked down. It's the same tree. So it does pay for itself. We don't have to pay for a new tree every year, like when you go to like a tree farm, And now think about this. I'll give you an example. The last time we got a real tree, was probably about 7 or 8 years ago, quite a while. Now at that time, I don't know if did you ever go cutting trees down when you're a kid? Did you ever do that with your family? Not really. You know the concept though, right?
Real trees.
Okay, but you know the concept. Like you go to a tree farm, you cut it down yourself, you drag it, and then they bundle it for you, all that stuff. Well, then you pay for it. Now, we bought the tree that we bought at that time. This is 8 years ago, mind you. I think the cost. It was a pretty big sized tree too. They have like this measuring pole, and whatever certain footage it is, that's how much the tree cost. And I feel like we must have paid, I think, for everything, and then they put it through the baler, which they wrap it up so we can put it on top of the car and stuff. With that included, we paid, I think, about $55 for that tree, and the tree was probably about maybe a 7-footer, 6.5, 7-footer. It was fairly large. All right. If you bought a tree like that now, you realize can you imagine what you have to pay for that now? I mean. Yeah. Like, this was 8 years ago. We paid $55 8 years ago, almost a decade ago. Tree like that, you probably pay at least over $100, probably like $120 easily. Okay? Now for that, like our artificial tree, now how did somebody give you your trees, or did you buy your artificial trees that you have?
I bought them.
How much did you pay for those, for both?
I bought that one. That one was like, I think $60, $70.
And what's it, probably about, what, a 4-footer? Maybe like...
Yeah.
So that's not a bad size. And even for that, that's not... But... And you could reuse that. So that's like recycling, because you'll reuse it again next year. But imagine if you had to pay that, or even more than that, every year. Like, you're paying, let's say a 6-foot tree, you're paying $90 to $100 a year. That you know you're going to have to pay. And... You also have to understand, with inflation and the cost of living, there's always a high-risk chance that price could be up to almost double that. Think about that for a second. And we're giving you guys this advice at home listening to this because just some food for thought. I'm not saying if you can afford it, you can swing it. You know, kids will always love it. It's great. Do that. But if you're especially on a budget this year for Christmas, and a lot of people are, we all are struggling with the cost of living, just to live, for groceries and regular bills and all this stuff. This is a rough time of year. And nobody really wants to skimp on anything, but prices are just so incredibly... You know what's even worse? I'll give you this much. This is what's even worse. Now, Black Friday comes and goes. Nobody really goes out and shops anymore. You always shop online. I think that's just a common thing. You could stay in your bed and do shopping, okay? And nice. I was thinking that it's almost like that Christmas cup from Starbucks. Did you go there, or did someone bring it for you?
This is just one of their recycle ones.
Okay, well, that's not bad.
My mom's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
No, she came over because I had an inspection yesterday.
Was that the special surprise last night? Or is that different?
No.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
No. My friends showed up surprised.
Yeah, that happens. That's fine.
I was like, cool. I go open the door, I'm like, yeah? What the fuck are you doing here?
Hey, sometimes it's nice to have company, so don't knock it. There you go. Don't get it all the time. That's good.
But, no, the inspection was yesterday.
Everything go good?
No.
Nice. There you go. Can't take that.
But she brought me she said since she had to have a birthday coffee, I had to have a birthday coffee.
Share and share alike. Very nice. That's always works out that way. That's always nice. That's cool. Now you can reuse it. That's great.
The reason I showed you it is because if you go to Starbucks, try a Venti caramel brulee.
Okay.
Brew or BRU.
Brew. Yep.
Caramel brew latte. Fucking delicious.
I think I've seen that advertised, and I thought about that. Now, it's a hot one? Is it a hot beverage? Okay, because I know sometimes they have cold ones. I prefer the hot ones myself. I'm not big on cold coffee.
I just use the cup for a couple days because even making coffee in your house, it still tastes delicious in a Starbucks.
Yeah, no, sure.
Cup.
Well, and yeah, no, I saw that, so I'll have to try that. We'll probably go out shopping one day. I'll swing by and grab one. That sounds pretty good. But yeah, I mean, when you go when you go shopping now online, you see the prices now. Like Amazon always has their their deals that they do and their sales. The reality is, if you are a smart shopper looking at it, the sales are really not what they're cut out to be quite frank. And I'm not knocking Amazon. I loved using Amazon. It's great. You can get a lot of great stuff there. I'm just saying, and I think it kind of goes widespread across even regular stores like even Walmart, Target, anything like that. The concept that there's sales, but the sales really aren't sales, if that makes any sense. Because prices usually go up, or the sales are not what they really are, or there's all these other factors that go into it. So just looking at that alone is enough to say, you don't even have to go out. You don't have to go out and spend extra like for gas and stuff, but you're going to make that up when you spend on shit. And shipping costs and things are crazy. And let's talk about this. Speaking of that, because a lot of people, whether you order groceries, whether you do whatever. Now, I will say this. I want to use this as an example because it worked out well. So, anymore now, Uber or anything, you can have food, fast food delivered, all that kind of stuff. You can even order from a fast food chain and have it delivered. Now, we did that for Big Hoss on his birthday because obviously I'm not in the same location as Hoss. Otherwise, I would have gone and got it. But it really wasn't a bad deal for what they charge ordering it from Papa John's directly. I have to say, I've seen other places that are astronomical sometimes, but they're pretty much the price is pretty much this is it. This is what you're getting. A little bit of a tip for a driver, whatever. And I did tip the driver well because they work hard. I'm not blaming the drivers. I just say the companies are what I think is ridiculous. Some of the prices they do, but
yeah, I was hoping you tipped the driver.
I did tip them well because I know the drivers really they do work hard. They do earn their money for that. And especially with I think I get like 20%.
No wonder he said. So when he delivered it, I said I came out here to make your job easier. Mm-hmm. I met him out there.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I should tip you.
Well, I'm just glad it got.
What the fuck?
I'm just glad it got there because when I was initially like, the problem is where you live is kind of like when I used to have a problem is the zip code is Lakewood is the same as Denver, or Ingle. I think it was Denver. But anyway, when I was searching for the closest Papa John's to your address, that's why I asked you to be specific with your address. So I type it in. It kept coming up Denver, and I'm like, I don't want to order. I don't want to order from Papa John's in Denver because they ain't going to be bringing it to you. That's a little bit of a, So I'm sitting there when I'm like, geez, I hope it gets there. And that's why I sent you that. I said, check your email because I made sure I put your email address and your phone number. So if they need to contact you, give them directions, they can call you. So I'm like, hoping. So then when you said, oh, wait, the guy's here, I'm like, yes, at least I know it's there because I'm like, somebody in Denver is going to be getting a pizza they didn't order. You're like, shit, man, I want my money back. But no, I always tip the driver as well. That's one thing I will never. I don't. Here's the thing. Like now, Domino's comes tonight. I still tip the driver well, but what really stinks is they've changed their policy where I have no problem tipping the driver directly. Okay, now you pay sales tax and all that. That's what it is. Now they tack on a delivery charge from the company directly, and that's where I have an issue because we have to pay for our gas for our cars. I don't mind paying the driver. The drivers are the ones doing it. But why am I giving the company extra money? Because, like, seriously, you're not coming out. You have an employee that does the driving. I mean, what is that? Like, honestly. But a lot of places are doing that. So it jacks the prices up. But I don't know. I think and it's a great luxury. And if you can do it all the time. We don't do it all the time either. But when you can do that, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Things are just expensive everywhere. Here's another example. When I go to work, not the caregiving job, the other job that I do, I sometimes will get a snack from the vending machine. I always use cash. I'm old school. I don't like to use a card on vending machine. I use cash. Do you know now, and now most places have these newer modern vending machines, right? And so when that happens, and I looked at this, you can use your card, of course. They're all. I remember back in the day. A lot of you guys probably remember this. There was no. There was no. It was all changed directly. There was no. Card accessibility. Cards weren't a thing back then. So, were we shifting gears here?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, I don't know. Cut out, yeah. But when I go now to work there, I always take change because if you use your card, they tack on like a 20-cent charge just to use your card in the vending machine. Like, isn't that just ridiculous? I mean, and here's the other thing. If you ever go, like, do you have a debit card? Do you have a debit card or just a credit card? Yeah. When you go to an ATM, for example, and to take cash out, they charge you now just to use your card to take money out. Like, what is that? I mean, seriously. It's like...
I go to my bank over here where I got my card through, and they don't charge me.
That's one nice thing they say. If you go back to the original or the original bank or wherever your card is from, they won't do that. But if you go to a different bank or a different ATM, they tack on a service.
If you go to 7-Eleven ATM,
yeah,
they charge you. If you go to any other ATM, they charge you.
Well, here's another good one for you. So my bank, what they do is you get your bank statements every month, right? Like how much is in your account, all that stuff. Paper statements. They mail them to you. The bank was acquired by another company, and so it's a different bank now. And so they sent notification of, if you have a bank account, which I do, we're going to charge you a monetary fee just to send you your statements every month. So I have to pay a certain fee just to get my paper statements. I don't think so. So you know what I did? I just enrolled in email because it's free that way. Why am I going to pay for paper that I don't need? I'm going to barely look at. It's ridiculous. Like, I feel anywhere you go, and we're saying this as a point because if you're going shopping for Christmas, if you can use cash or another form of payment, do that. Like, try very hard not to go broke going shopping there, and look for hidden fees. That's the main thing. Buy the things that you're going to buy. That's fair. But why are they tacking on like even like your cell phone bill? And I used to have Verizon back in the day. I'm willing to pay for my internet, all that stuff. No big deal. You pay for your stuff every month, right? No big deal. Fine. Like whatever your internet is, your phone bill is, you pay that every month. That's fair, right?
Yes.
So I started noticing, though, Verizon is adding these extra charges. I was probably paying an extra almost $30 a month in my cell phone bill. I'm like, what the fuck for? And then you go down and you read like the breakdown, like what the charges are. I'm like, where are these charges coming from? Never had them before. Subtly adding things, and that's where the numbers go up, right? It's ridiculous. How do people do it? I mean, again, I'm all for paying what's fair, but there's got to be a limit when this just gets astronomically ridiculous. Kind of like we talked about the movie theater scenario. You go to a movie now. I don't really go to the movies anymore. I just rent the movie online, or you can do streaming, because you're going to pay the same price for a movie ticket anyway, basically. And I think I shared this. I think I told you this over the last summer. My mother-in-law gave us a gift card to go to the movie theater. I wanted to go see the new Avatar movie, Way of Water, which was out in theaters at that time. And I was going to do it for a 3D ticket, right? For a 3D ticket. This is just for $25 for one ticket. And I'm thinking, I got a $50 gift card. I can buy the tickets. I can get popcorn. I can get all this stuff. That's half my gift card just for one ticket. And if I take her with me, that whole gift card is just for tickets. Like, what the shit? And have you seen, I think we shared this too, have you seen the movie theater concession prices nowadays? Almost
about $25 for a popcorn and a soda.
Yeah. And that's the small one. That's not even the big ones. Heaven forbid you upgrade to a large. Oh, Lord.
I always get the large. It's about $25.
I know, right? I remember one year. I'll tell this quick because we're going to take a break because we're going to have to reset our meeting. I bought a soda. I upgraded. I got this huge, big-ass soda like this for 50 cents. Just because I had a rewards perk. I cashed in my rewards perk. I got a free popcorn or a free soda. I didn't really want popcorn. I bought like a hot dog. So I said, give me the free soda. And the lady's like, well, if you want to upgrade it for 50 cents more, we'll go from a small to a large. Hell yeah. I sure had to piss afterward. I barely got through half of that. I had to go to the bathroom after drinking half of it. But I finished that thing. But it's crazy nowadays. It's ridiculous. So if you guys are shopping out there, our point is this. And we're going to get back into it. We're going to take a break then because there goes our time. Just be smart when you're shopping. Get what you need to get. Do a lot of research too. Make sure you don't just jump at the first opportunity. Let me stop our fire because we're going to go to a break anyway. Don't just jump at the first possible opportunity to buy your Christmas gifts. You can go to a lot of places. I always do that. I check several places wherever it's the cheapest, affordable, all that stuff. You can even go on eBay if you need to, or wherever. You can usually find good deals. I think it's going to be a huge for people that do that this time of year because the flippers are there. They go out and buy it full price. They can always get less and they can sell more, so there's a whole thing. But bottom line is just protect yourselves and have a good Christmas, spend what you need to, but just don't get gypped. Don't be taken advantage of. We don't want to see you guys do that. We want to make sure all of your money goes to what you need for Christmas and for the holiday season. So that's our advice to you guys. We're going to take a break here. We'll get everybody back here, and we'll come back in the studio. We're going to talk a little bit more. Our night's almost over, believe it or not. It really does fly by, but we still got some time left. We're going to chat a bit. So please enjoy this. We'll get ourselves in the holiday spirit. We'll play a little bit longer commercial, and then get everybody back in here for more. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope your planning for Christmas is going well. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. So are we. It's just the best time of the year. Love it. Hope you guys do as well. And we're looking forward to spending more of the holidays with you as we get closer, a few weekends away for Christmas and for New Year's. And then we start our journey all over again. 2024, same great content, even better. We're going to expand. We're going to see what we got going on. We're going to have fun with it. Hope you guys will be willing to come along with the ride. We love you all so much. It's been a great year. We're going to talk more about that down the road too when we share some favorite highlights from this year. Plenty more surprises, that and more. Stay tuned. Don't go away. The night is not over yet, but if you fall asleep, we understand. Hopefully we can help you off to slumber and to some sweet dreams. Stick around for more. Stay tuned. Come on back. We'll see you shortly. Don't go away.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out there. We decided to go a little bit longer for the commercial break to give us time to recalibrate, resituate, and also really to just be festive and enjoy the holiday music because it really puts us in a good mood, right? So we're coming back here live. We'll be wrapping up here soon. I'm just getting Big Hoss back on here. That's the first thing we got to do. And at the same time, I am going to do that. Get our fire started. There's that. Kind of kill like 2 or 3 birds with one stone. So, let's see what we got here. Let's pull this up. Bring this down. Pull this up. And there we go. Well, hopefully our rants and raves, if you want to call it that, have been giving you guys some ideas. I don't know. And just to preface this and to put this into perspective of, we are not necessarily bashing things in a negative light for a specific reason. It's just we want to make you guys aware of options and to consider all things before really investing and diving in and all that stuff. I gotta get the microphone back on. Let me get that on for Hoss. There we go. So we're not trying to do it to offend anybody or any companies or anything in that specific light. I'm not sure about Big Hoss, but I'm trying not to offend anybody. So if there's I said we're not trying to bash like companies and stuff. We're trying to give some good advice to help people go shopping. For what? Well, like calling out big companies. Listen, any big companies like Target, Amazon, Walmart, we're not saying it specifically, but if you feel offended, I can send you the address for Big Hoss. You want to send fake mail, or if there's lawyers for that.
No, fuck you. You're giving them your address, motherfucker.
Legal fees.
It's your problem.
I am
not your scapegoat.
Well, legal fees. If they're lawyer contacts. No, I'm just joking.
It's your problem. I didn't say this shit. It's your problem, not mine. Fuck you.
Well, okay, that's fair. I don't think anybody will, but we're just saying. So, but we hope. Here we go again. Hang on. Okay. We hope that it does at least inspire you guys to do some research and, are you not eating on camera on purpose? What? I'm not watching you eat. Like, I don't know. What is this like it looks like Dracula. You're like, don't watch me eat. I'm eating my cereal. No, what? Looks good though. What is that, Frosted Flakes?
Not even cereal. You have bad eyesight.
Well, I can't see. Well, first of all, the glare isn't good. What are you eating? Granola?
No.
I saw white stuff come out of your mouth.
It's a lot of hamburger helper.
Oh, you had that. Okay, that's right. You did have that. I gotta make some of that. Do you know it's been so long since I've had hamburger helper? I don't even remember what it tastes like. I'll have to make that. That's what I should have put on the grocery list. Maybe next grocery shopping.
I processed.
Well, so do I, but you still have to get it. I need to order some. Maybe for the next grocery order, we can do that. But listen, you guys, ultimately, we're going to wrap up here soon anyway, but ultimately, so you all know, we really just want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas there, because it's more about not so much the spending, it's just it's quality time, okay? And, you know, that's why we don't want to say don't spend anything, but we also realistically know a lot of us are just struggling to pay our regular bills, let alone holiday bills. Our credit cards are going to be ridiculously high. I'm trying to keep mine down. And not to mention the miscellaneous. I'll never forget, my parents always said, when you do a budget, always have a miscellaneous fund because something inevitably is going to happen. So, we want you guys to have a good Christmas there too. We're just trying to find ways to help you guys consider that because we don't want anybody to put themselves in any more dire financial strait than is possible. And there's a lot of good things you can get at discounted rate. If you're a bargain shopper, most of us are now.
Don't make me stab you.
For what? I didn't say anything.
I was just giving you shit.
Not right now.
You gave my address out, motherfucker.
I haven't yet. Although I didn't get confirmation on that one email, but otherwise,
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
Shut up, motherfucker. No.
Oh, you got it. You don't have Amazon. Do you have an Amazon account? You do. Can you watch Prime videos?
I don't have an Amazon Prime account.
Oh, okay.
I have an Amazon account.
Well, I think you can. I wonder if you can. You guys got to check out. I mentioned this movie before, and we're probably gonna watch it again. We're watching Christmas movies. Check out Violent Night. It is.
No, I am not watching that. No.
No, you have to like. It's not that bad, honestly. It's more comedic than anything else. Like, it's hysterical. I laughed like almost all the way through. Like, it's just that good. It is graphic. I mean, it's action-packed violence. But like, just to give you an example, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. If you just turn off your hearing aids, don't listen to this part unless you've seen it. But when Santa starts doing his fighting skills, he actually kills a guy with the star on top of the tree, and the guy gets up and it's like sticking out of his head, and then Santa plugs it in, and then it lights up and then lights the guy's face on fire, like adding insult to injury. It's hysterical. You have to watch it. Like, it's that good. I mean, a lot of swearing in there, obviously, but quality-wise, it's not bad. So if anybody has Amazon Prime, you can watch it. I think it's Prime Video. You might be able to get it elsewhere. Or was it Netflix? I don't know. No, I think... Time out. Let me look. You have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
All right, so maybe it's Netflix. I don't know. I'll double check. Either way, you gotta have to watch it if you can't. It's great. It's great. But hang on a second. I can't type this way. But and again, you have holiday favorites. Like, we've been watching the Santa Claus. We're saving like Elf and the good ones when we get closer, because like I don't want to burn through everything. But there's some good ones out there. If you guys have a list of our favorites, let us know too. But that's going to be one favorite thing that you can do too. So make sure that you get your holiday Christmas movies in. But yeah, so that's the bottom line. We're just giving some advice for that because we know it's rough for the holiday season. And for any kids or younger listeners listening, and we can say this because now we're older, just be thankful for what you get for Christmas, okay? So many people don't get anything. And it's not all about the toys and the games and the glitz and the glamour. And be thankful for those things. Like, be thankful for a roof over your head, for food on the table every day of the week. A lot of people don't get that. So I've been there. We've all been there. Believe it or not, as old as Big Hoss and I are getting, we were kids once. So I know what it's like to be there and have the toys, and it's always fun. But now you get older, things change. So just saying, for that reason.
Well, I got to stick out here. I got to go to the bathroom, so.
No, that's fine. Well, let's do our sign-off real quick because that's going to close up anyway. So let's do that first, and I'll just do a quick sign-off there. So let Big Hoss go first. Most important message.
Everybody don't drink or drive.
If you do, or if you drink at least.
Get an Uber or a taxi.
All right. Wish everybody happy holidays. Tell them we'll see them next time.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Sorry, he's been, a little bit too much there. That's just,
Yeah, a little drinking. Yeah.
We'll be back soon, you guys, for next weekend. And, of course, we're going to have a list of other episodes coming out. You'll see more of us coming up. So we'll catch you all again very soon. Say goodnight. Everybody, take care. We're going to end it right here. It's perfect time to end it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Do your shopping. Get your presents wrapped. We'll talk more about this as the month goes on. We're coming up to the holidays there as well. So let's get our fire turned off here. I'm going to end this coming up then here. We're so glad, of course, you guys, as always, to be with you. We hope you guys look forward to this, just like we look forward to it every week. We love you guys. We appreciate you all so much. And, again, it's always our pleasure, really and truthfully. As much as we joke about it, we talk about it, this is something that we really thoroughly enjoy, and we couldn't do it without you guys, and we love and appreciate you all so much. So thank you very much for a great 2023. We're going to get more into that later on. I'm hoping here's to a great 2024 coming up. Hope you'll join us on that journey as well. Please be happy, be healthy, and be safe. It's still the year to get sick. I know the forecast is calling for warm weather. It's always a huge and really bad mixture there to make things adding insult to injury. But hopefully you'll have a safe and healthy Christmas there. Couple more weeks yet. We'll be hanging out with you till Christmas, so we're going to rock it out. It's going to be fun. But we love you guys so much. Thank you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great night. And, of course, as always, it's hard to say it, but goodbye for now. Only for now. Until next time. Why is that? Because next time, again, when we see you all at the next show. We'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. See you guys. Have a good one. Sayonara, arrivederci. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. I don't want to make this a long, drawn-out thing. See you guys next time. Have a good night. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.